I'm Chad Van Horn. I'm a bankruptcy attorney with over 15 years experience, have filed thousands of cases, and board certified in consumer and business bankruptcy. And today I'm going to answer some of the most common questions that I get regarding Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So if you're struggling with debt, this video is for you. So let's first start with Chapter 13 bankruptcy and what happens if you file for Chapter 13. Well, a couple things happen. First, you're going to get into a repayment plan with a person called a trustee. The trustee is a government-appointed person that you're going to make payments to every month based on a budget that we put together. The budget is determined by the last 6 months of income and expenses, and it does look at household income and expenses. So if you're married, if you have roommates, if you have other people in there, it's going to take that into consideration. Also, there's other benefits to Chapter 13, like dealing with secured debt. So if you're behind on your HOA dues, your mortgage, your car payment, it can get you caught up, and in some situations, it can actually reduce your payment on the secured debt. Also, if you have IRS debt, it'll allow you to pay that IRS debt over the length of the plan. Normal plans are 36 to 60 months, so it's a 3 to 5 year plan, and at the end of that plan, you receive a discharge. Now, Chapter 13s are going to be on your credit for 7 years, but your credit is rebuilding while you're going through the process because none of the unsecured creditors or secured creditors can report negatively while you're in the Chapter 13 system. Now let's break down the difference between Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. There's a lot of confusion over this. So a Chapter 7 is a liquidation where, generally speaking, you become debt-free in about 3 to 4 months. In most cases, you don't pay any money back to your creditors. Chapter 13 is where you pay a portion of that debt over the 3 to 5 year period. Sometimes people choose Chapter 13 over Chapter 7 because they have assets they want to protect, because in a Chapter 7, assets can actually be taken away from you, unlike a Chapter 13. Also, in a Chapter 13, you have an absolute right to dismiss the case, meaning if you don't like the payment plan, if you hit the lottery and you can pay everything off, you can just get out of the Chapter 13. In a Chapter 7, once you're in, you actually have to ask permission from the court to get out of the Chapter 7. So it's a bigger commitment when you're in that 7. So you really want to take that seriously and know all the consequences before you get into that Chapter 7 liquidation scenario.